Welcome to the Bright Dharma YouTube channel. My name is Marjolein Jansen. In this video, I will be covering how we can sit in meditation. What's the right posture? And we will look at 3 different meditation postures: sitting on a Zafu or meditation cushion, sitting on a meditation bench, or sitting on a chair. So when we meditate, it is first of all important that we sit somewhat comfortable. It is most helpful to assume a posture that you can maintain for the duration of the meditation that you are planning to do, whether that is 5 minutes or an hour. It will not be very conducive for your meditation if your posture is too uncomfortable, since it will be hard to relax when you are in a lot of discomfort. So we can try out different ways of sitting to see what works best for us. If you feel like you want to try to sit on a meditation cushion on the floor, then it might be useful to know that if you're not used to it, that it can take a while for your body to adjust to the posture. So you will experience some discomfort at first. And one way to deal with this is that you can start with shorter periods of time on the cushion, on the Zafu, and then alternate those periods with periods of sitting on a chair or a bench. And then each time you do sit on the cushion, you extend your time on the cushion, and then have less time on the chair or the bench, so that in the longer run, you'll be able to sit for longer periods of time on the cushion. With that said, let's go over the different ways of sitting. So let's look at sitting on the floor on a Zafu and a Zabuton. So a Zafu is a meditation cushion, and a Zabuton is a mat that you can place your cushion on, so it can provide some support and comfort. Especially when you are sitting on a hard floor, like a wooden floor or a tiled floor, a Zabuton can be really useful to help have enough comfort. Sitting directly on the floor is not what most Westerners are used to, so adding some padding in the form of a Zabuton or even a folded blanket can be supportive. There's no need to tough things out and sit in a lot of pain because we think we have to or it should be like this. And we can start our meditation journey with being kind to ourselves and provide ourselves with this little bit of comfort. To sit on a Zafu, start by sitting on the edge of the cushion with your legs crossed in front of you in a position that feels somewhat comfortable to you. The most challenging posture is what is called the full lotus posture, in which both of your feet would be placed on the opposite thighs. The second most challenging posture is the half lotus pose, in which one foot is placed on the opposite thigh and the other foot is tucked under the opposite leg. What is more common and easier to maintain is what is called the Burmese-style meditation posture. In this posture, you sit with your legs crossed in front of you, one leg in front of the other, so your feet are not on top of each other or on your legs, but they are on the floor or mat or whatever is underneath. Make sure that your knees are touching the mat, because if they don't, our posture can be out of balance. You can put something under your knees to support them if they don't touch the mat, like a cushion or a folded blanket. And there are also special knee pillows that are made for meditation that we can buy from the various meditation supply stores that exist on the internet. And when your knees are supported, either by the mats or by a cushion or knee pillow, then your buttocks and your knees form a triangle. And this triangle is a stable way of sitting. It's like a stool with 3 legs is stable, but a stool with 1 or 2 legs is not stable. So make sure that all 3 contact points are supported. Also keep your back straight with your shoulders relaxed and down. You can place your hands in your lap or on your knees, and in the Vipassana or Insight tradition, it doesn't matter how your hands are placed. There are no special mudras or hand gestures needed. You can just place your hands in a position that is comfortable for you. And maybe this is a mudra, whatever is working for you. So what often happens when we sit on a Zafu is that our legs start to fall asleep at some point, which is a natural phenomenon. If the numbness continues for more than a few minutes, then you can adjust the leg that is sleeping. For example, you can stretch out that leg in front of you for a few minutes until the numbness is gone, and then you assume your meditation posture again. Some more tips on sitting on a Zafu. It can be useful to have a slight tilt forward in the pelvis when we sit on a Zafu to help the whole body be aligned and to protect the natural curve in the back. And also, if you sit in the Burmese style posture or in the half lotus posture, you can switch every once in a while which leg is in front, which one is closer to the body, especially when you start feeling too much discomfort in one of your legs. So now let's move on to the meditation bench. A meditation bench is a small portable stool, and we can use it directly on the floor, or just like with a Zafu, we can sit on a zabuton meditation mat. If we do sit on a zabuton, like a mat, then we have a little bit of a padded surface below our knees, which can help prevent our knees from hurting. But if you don't have a zabuton, you can also use a folded blanket or yoga mat to provide that support, to provide that comfort for our knees. So to sit on the meditation bench, start by sitting on it with your legs folded underneath the bench. And you could add something on top of the bench, usually they're wood, and at some points your buttocks might start to hurt a little bit. If so, feel free to just add something soft there too. It's all about being kind to ourselves and not to tough things out if it's not needed. There are also special cushions available that are made for meditation benches that are the shape of the meditation bench. Small cushions. Also with the meditation bench, keep your back straight, with your shoulders relaxed and down. Your hands can be in your lap or on your thighs, whatever is working for you. So instead of a bench, we can also use a Zafu, a meditation cushion, propped up underneath us to assume a similar posture as when we use a bench. When we use a Zafu in this way, we set it on its side, in the middle between our thighs, and our knees are resting on the zabuton or on the blanket or other padded surface that we've chosen. Sitting on a bench or kneeling on a Zafu gives us an alternative for sitting cross-legged on the Zafu. And this can be useful when sitting on the Zafu is not working for our body, or simply maybe because we like it better to sit on the bench than on the sitting cross-legged on the Zafu. Now, let's look at sitting on a chair. A chair is often the most convenient and comfortable way of sitting in meditation. For some people, sitting on a meditation cushion on the floor or on the bench is not a good option. Maybe there are bodily constraints, like back issues or hip issues, or maybe it just doesn't appeal to us to sit on the floor on the meditation cushion or the bench. In any case, we can always use a chair for meditation. It will not make any difference for our quality of our meditation, and it is in no way a lesser way of meditating. So to sit on a chair, keep your back straight, with your shoulders relaxed and down, and you can keep some space between your back and the backrest of the chair. But with certain types of back or neck issues, then we might need to actually use the backrest which is totally fine as well. And alternatively, you can also place a cushion between your back and the backrests for some additional support. So just make sure that you are somewhat comfortable and relaxed while maintaining an upright and alert position. Your hands can be in your lap or on your knees, whatever is most comfortable for you. So to conclude, whether we are sitting on a Zafu, a bench, or a chair, it is important to find a posture that is comfortable and stable and that will allow us to be alert and relaxed during our meditation. It's also important to pay attention to our body when we are meditating. If we are in a lot of discomfort, a lot of tension, then we are always welcome to adjust our posture until we find a posture that feels comfortable and natural. For example, to ease up any discomfort, we can stretch out our leg for a few moments if we sit cross-legged on the floor, or we can stretch our backs a little bit if needed. It is important though to remember that when we sit still for longer periods of time, like we do when we meditate, it is inevitable that discomfort will arise in the body at some point. And we don't have to change our posture at the first onset of discomfort. We can first be with the discomfort and meditate on that. Take it with us in our meditation. But if we feel that it gets too much, then we can always shift our posture slightly or try a completely different posture. For example, we can switch from our Zafu on the floor to a chair, or from our Zafu to the bench, or whatever combination of switching we'd like to do. So feel free to experiment with these different postures and find the one that works best for you. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video has been helpful in providing some information on how to sit in the different meditation postures. If you have any questions or comments about your posture, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. May you be well.